Yo, yo, yo. Yeah, get y'all in here real quick. All right, we lit. We all connected. We got a couple great topics to talk about today on this channel. This is gonna be like my first live stream of the year. I don't think I've been live all year. I definitely want to do more of these videos. For the rest of the year, really. Today we got a lot of big topics. We're gonna be talking about LeBron James and JJ Reddick's new podcast, Mind the Game. We're gonna be talking about we probably talk a little bit about the end of TikTok. Four different easy passes out there in New York City on the commute. Four bats in the Drake track, Act Three. How that collab came about, and that all the industry plant rumors. We definitely want to talk about that. Some DDG Sexy Red tweets. We definitely gonna get straight into this Kendrick Future Metro Big Three DISS. We're gonna talk some Cybertruck talk, and we're gonna talk a little bit about Dr. Dre. All right. All right, we got a little error here. Let's give that a second. What's going on? Why is there an error? Error. Let's see. Wait, this is not loading. Hopefully everything's good. If it's not, it is what it is. Like the podcast. All right. All right. So first things first, we're gonna talk about this LeBron James and this JJ Reddick podcast, Mind the Game. So let's see if we can find in mine. Um, when I watched it, there was a lot of great clips in here. So LeBron James, JJ Reddick linked up for a podcast. This is super important. I thoroughly enjoyed the podcast because you know, um, JJ Reddick, watching him on First Take and ESPN, he kind of gets frustrated with like people like Stephen A and stuff like that. Because, there's a bunch of clips with him kind of just out there saying, his job is to kind of like give his critique of the game as somebody that played in the game and give that high level overview of how things work in the game. And, the other journalists or whatever on the show kind of just they just go crazy on topics. They kind of just say anything, and he kind of has to puff his chest and let them know he actually knows what he's talking about, and he's not just pulling some hypothetical story or whatever or feelings out his what. So I enjoy this podcast as like a casual basketball fan. I never played basketball like in an organized league or anything like that. So I thoroughly enjoyed this podcast because JJ Reddick just goes through a lot of the technicalities of the game. Think like different plays, what the plays are called, and they're talking, and LeBron and him are talking in that the high level aspect of the game, discussing plays and how a lot of players don't really know how to like switch plays quickly. And LeBron kind of talks about how he can just do things like super fast in his head, and some people on his teams in the past and probably even on his team now that they can't, like, that just doesn't calculate in their head instantly as fast as he can. So he kind of talks about one of his gifts. So if y'all don't know, Steph Curry is like one of my favorite players in the game. He's like one of my favorite players to watch right now. And in this section, he kind of talked about AI and Steph Curry changing the game of basketball. So let's see if we can find that clip for y'all. All right, so let's take a look at this.
It's a few things there. So, like with the three ball, we've seen it so often now. No lead is really safe.
No.
Think back to early in your career. I came in the league in 06, 07. I played no minutes my first 2 years.
Yeah.
But you know what? If we had a 19-point lead going into the fourth, I might get all 12 minutes of garbage time.
For sure.
People would clear their benches.
Yeah, for sure.
This was 15 years ago.
For sure.
People would clear their benches with a 17-point lead in the fourth and 9 minutes to go.
For sure.
You can't do that anymore.
You can't do that anymore. You know why? Because I believe in 08, 09, or whenever that little light-skinned fucker came in the league that's in Golden State, he changed that whole narrative. He did. He single-handedly changed the no lead is safe. It's like Pat Mahomes right now.
It's interesting
like Pat Mahomes.
You bring up Steph because
I heard that.
I think there's
Love that guy.
a long history of
Steph.
great players that have impacted the game. And you can see a lineage between different skill sets, right? Michael to Kobe, right? You can see that. I don't know that there's been a player that has influenced the game more than Steph. And you can certainly point to like Harden for sure in that era, Damian Lillard for sure, but you're right, it started with Steph.
When it comes to influence, since I've been watching the game, the most influence on the game, and obviously we know what Mike did for the game.
Sure.
You know.
All right, here
Steph
it is.
and Allen Iverson are the two biggest influential guys in our game since I've been watching and covering it.
Facts.
You know? One, they're 6'3",
let's hear his reasoning.
6'4", if you want to.
Steph's not 6'4".
If you want to look on the back of a basketball card, you know, you're always a lot taller on the back of the basketball card. You know, Allen Iverson and Steph, they were just so relatable, and kids felt like they could be them. They were guys that was not always counted on. They were small in stature, and they just defined the odds. So you got AI, who's like unbelievable crossover, cornrows, arm sleeve. We wear arm sleeve. Everyone wears an arm sleeve now because of Allen Iverson. And he's going in the trenches, you know, laying it up over bigs, whatever the case may be. And now you have Steph, who's shooting over the Empire State Building.
Facts.
You know, it's like those two are the two most influential when you say the game, how they changed the game, and the kids, and like, those are two guys that you just wanted to watch every single night.
That's a fact. I'm literally one of those people that I enjoy watching the game of basketball today because, you know, obviously I used to be like a Kobe fan. I definitely do like other players in the league right now. You know, I think Ja Morant is also somebody right now in the game that's, you know, exciting to watch. But overall, over the past couple of years, definitely Steph Curry. Like the things like LeBron said, is like the way he can shoot the ball. Clay too, you know, but you know, Clay's kind of he's been through a lot of injuries, so he's kind of not the same player. But him as well, you know, they're the Splash Bros, and they were definitely during their run in time, you know, they've been doing some amazing things. I've seen Steph Curry pretty much shoot over every single big in the league, and you know, half court shots and different things like that, where he really has changed the league in general. Like everybody's shooting threes. People are shooting logo threes is not a bad shot anymore. 20 plus years ago, that was probably a bad shot. Like your coach would probably take you out the game for trying to shoot a logo three. Now it's like normal. Like logo three is like a free throw for Curry. You feel me? So you got people like Dame and a bunch of other players doing that stuff. And it's just normal part of the game, normal excitement. And, you know, it just changes. Like even bigs, like you got Joker and stuff shooting threes. Like that's how crazy. Like imagine like Patrick Union trying to shoot a three or something. Like come on, Yao Ming. Come on, Tim Duncan. Imagine Tim Duncan shooting threes. Like, come on. You got Giannis even does it sometimes. So it's just kind of crazy. It's just kind of crazy. Definitely changed the game. Definitely influential. I definitely think AI was like influential in like different ways. Like, of course, LeBron. I don't know if he mentioned it just now, but further on in the clip, kind of mentions like AI like influence like the arm sleeve. He wears an arm sleeve because of AI. And I was listening to Shaq's podcast the other day, and he was just saying AI influenced him to get like his first tattoo or something like that. The Superman tattoo on his arm. AI influenced tattoos. Just the look. The clothes he was wearing. Of course the crossover and everything like that, but like just like the swag and everything, I feel like he was influential, and he was just so dominant for his height. You just gotta respect it. It was just a game changer. Like that probably ushered the way for like a Nate Robinson and stuff like that, for those type of guards to get in the league, because they're not that tall, but they shooting over bigs, they shooting over people that are like 6'7" and up. So it's just like you gotta respect it. He led the way. Another thing I kind of wanted to touch on, Draymond Green kind of had a issue. If you don't know, LeBron and his good friend Rich Paul manages Draymond and his podcast and everything, in the production company. And Draymond on his podcast had a little words for LeBron. He's a little upset that LeBron didn't do his podcast first, didn't join him on his podcast, but instead did his own thing. So he kind of vocalized that.
No bullshit. No bullshit.
One of my tattoos is
let's
because
take a clip of that.
Like,
and
I
give our reactions. Hold on. Come on. Computer acting a little slow. Hopefully we can find a little clip. Hopefully we can find the clip. Clip. We're not trying to watch a long video. How long is this? Oh yeah. So we talking about 3 minutes.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Draymond Green Show YouTube channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like the post that you love. But you can get everything the Draymond Green Show right on our YouTube channel. So LeBron James is starting a new podcast with JJ Reddick. And the podcast...
Yeah, I'm gonna say I haven't even watched this 3-minute video. I've only seen like 15 seconds of this, so this is gonna be like a genuine full reaction for me too, because I've only seen the part where he says, I'm a little upset he didn't come on my podcast, but I guess he's doing his own thing, so it is what it is. So that's pretty much all I've heard from it. So let's hear what he has to say in this the full clip here. So
it's called
Mind the Game.
Mind the Game. The podcast is aimed at like nerdy basketball fans, like you love the X's and O's of basketball, and from what it looks like, they'll be just talking X's and O's, like pure basketball conversation. I'm excited to check it out because I love a great basketball conversation, and you don't get to have those often with many people, and you definitely don't get to watch them often. So I'm excited to check it out. I must say I am a little upset that LeBron James is like going on a podcast and he still haven't been on the Draymond Green Show. But when it's your own thing, you kind of can't say anything. So I guess I'll live with it for now. Pick the bone with him that I got to pick with him later.
Okay, that's the part I seen. So let's see what else he said.
Nonetheless, that is coming out tomorrow. And I am excited to check it out. I hope you all are excited to check it out as well. JJ and Bron, two of the best basketball minds in the game today. And when I say in the game, I mean speaking the game, playing the game, you name it. Two guys that we all really will enjoy watching break down the game of basketball. So y'all also make sure y'all go check that out. That'll be fun to watch. And like I said, I'm looking forward to it, to see two guys that know the game the way those two guys know it, and then also aren't afraid to hear themselves talk. I love it. Looking forward to it. Till next time, that's a wrap. Make sure y'all remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Get your content.
All right. So, yeah, I mean, all you really need to, so it seems like you don't need to listen to the whole thing. So my opinion on it, and this might be a little, seeing that I had some time, this was kind of like, this reaction was how many days ago? 3 days ago. So I've kind of watched some videos and kind of did some research a little more and got other people's opinion on this. So my opinion might be a little construed because of the information I got, but my initial reaction, I would say, is, you know, let me see how I would put this. I think Draymond, I don't know. I think he feels like they're like really close friends. I feel like Draymond goes to like all LeBron's like big functions. They go to the games together. I think there was like at the Super Bowl together, I believe, or like one of the playoff games. And I'm pretty sure I've seen them together in the same like suite at one of those NFL games, like in the playoffs and stuff like that. So they seem like really close. They always hanging out. You know, Draymond always tries whenever he's off, they'll go to like games, or he'll come see LeBron like score his 40,000 points or whatever. And, you know, they seem like really close outside of basketball. You know, obviously they're on opposing teams. So, you know, it's kind of a conflict of interest. So it's kind of interesting to see them hanging out off the court and stuff like that. But it makes sense, you know, two great minds, and, you know, LeBron is a businessman. And, you know, some of the things that I kind of got from watching like journalists online is kind of like they brought up the point that they're both kind of Draymond is signed to Clutch Sports, and that's kind of like LeBron's thing too. And, you know, it's kind of weird that I guess they were saying that he probably feels away like, yo, we Clutch Sports, like, why are you not coming? Why are you not supporting my podcast? But then you're gonna start a podcast with JJ Reddick, which, you know, I don't know if it's like a white or black thing, but, you know, I think JJ Reddick is, you know, he's a known spot up 3-point shooter. As you can see, based off the first episode, and if you watch him on First Take on Stephen A's show, you know, he's a great basketball mind. He knows the game, and, you know, he knows his stuff. So, and obviously LeBron knows his stuff, as we are kind of getting to know a lot more. As, you know, he had the show The Stop on HBO, but I feel like those are kind of like based on who's there, you know, like unless there's like a basketball person there, you know, he's not going to give you too much game. You know, it's kind of like more of like a sit down barbershop conversation, talk, interview, and like giving each other their flowers and props and stuff like that. So this is supposed to be strictly sports and stuff. So I'm excited to see. And, you know, my thoughts on the podcast, I thought it was good. You know, I'm excited to see what we're going to hear for like during the playoffs and stuff. If we are going to get episodes, I don't think they really discussed on how often episodes are going to drop. So hopefully we get them. Hopefully we at least get an episode a week. And that'll be interesting to see, because like even like as the Draymond Green show, you know, when he first started, I haven't really watched his podcast in a while, but, when it first started, he'll be he'll be giving his like thoughts right after the game, like his real thoughts. So that's exciting. I would like to hear LeBron James break down like playoff series, like if he just plays in a play-in. Like I would like to hear him just talk about those play-in games, like break down plays that happen, how he was feeling in that moment, and just that'd be cool. Like that's a side we don't really get from players, especially great players. Of course they have like their post-game interviews, but I feel like it's on your own terms and it's on your podcast, so you can kind of you're giving more to it. It's kind of it's your business. You want your business to grow, so you're gonna put in your best effort, and you kind of get to digest the moment a little better, because obviously it's not right after the game. So it's a two-edged story. Like you might get some good information right after the game, because the feeling is still there, or you might also get like a more calmed down, really digest version of what happened, after he kind of settles down and sit down and do the podcast. So we'll see how that is, and I look forward to seeing more episodes, y'all. So the next topic I really want to get to, because this is a heavy topic. It's a heavy topic, so I want to make sure I get this, get to it first things first. I just want to get some time for people to come in here. So if y'all enjoying this and everything's good, go ahead and give me a like button. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. And we're gonna talk about this Metro Boomin Kendrick Lamar diss. So Kendrick audio. I don't think I could play the audio for y'all, so let me just get the lyrics. Let me just get the lyrics for y'all. Future and Kendrick, like that. Did y'all hear this song? Did y'all hear this song yet? Because this thing is crazy. All right. So before I even get into the lyrics for y'all, so let me give y'all some background, just in case y'all don't know, just in case everybody don't know the background to this. And I'm not saying I know the full background, but let me give y'all what I know, what led us to this point of this right here. So, okay, Drake and Cole did a song on his album that dropped, Her Loss, and he had a song called First Person Shooter, and it was featuring J. Cole. And they were talking about they the big three, and it wasn't really any diss to me. I mean, it wasn't really diss. They did mention Kendrick as part of the big three, but at the same time they was talking about they was talking about they shooters. J. Cole was talking about he Muhammad Ali, and Drake was talking about he's the one, not the two, and all that. He was talking about he's about to surpass Michael Jackson, blah blah blah, talking that GOAT talk. Both of them was talking that GOAT talk, essentially. If you don't know, we can pull up, if y'all want, we can look up the First Person Shooter lyrics too, or you can listen to the audio on off of here. You can go listen to the audio and run back. So that happened, and I feel like J. Cole's kind of been talking that talk on some other tracks too, but we're not gonna indulge in all that. So that's some of the stuff that was recent that Kendrick kind of responded to on this song. But also to go back, this is like a Future track, so to kind of address Future on this as well. I think Future has kind of been it's a it totally sounds childish to me. In my opinion, it sounds childish and crazy, but Future kind of seems like he's kind of been slided by Drake, because Drake did that album with 21 Savage, and then did the world tour with 21 Savage, and allegedly they were supposed to do they was working on What a Time to Be Alive Part 2. And I guess Future was kind of working on those tracks, and then Drake just went left field and did a album with 21. And I guess Future feels like he wasted his time, essentially. I don't know what's up with that. I don't think, I may have missed it, but I don't really feel like I caught any lines that was really addressed, that situation, if it's true. In the first song on the album, I kind of heard something about Pillow talking with some girls, and him and Future, Drake and Future is kind of like snipers in the game. They be knocking off these models and stuff. So I don't know, but anyway, back to this. So in direct response to Drake and J. Cole's first person shooter, so he starts on the verse. These blank talking out their necks. Yo, they talking crazy. They saying these boys talking crazy, essentially. Don't pull no coughing out your mouth. I'm way too paranoid for a threat. So he took this as a threat. D-O-T, the money, power, respect. The last one is better. Say it's a lot of goofies with a check. They goofy. Okay. I mean, I hope them symbolistic, my temperament bipolar, I choose violence. Okay. Long story short, he chooses violence. All right. Okay, let's get it up. It's time for him to prove that he's a problem. So I guess he's kind of like being bipolar in these bars and talking to himself. These boys clicking up, but cannot be legit. No 40 water. Tell them. Oh yeah, get up with me. Fuck. F sneak dissing, first person shooter. So that's like a direct shout out to that. I hope they came with 3 switches. I crash out like F-rap, these Mally Mel. If I had to get 2 T's with me, I'm snatching chains and burning tattoos. It's up. I don't know. I got 2 T's with me. I'm snatching chains and burning tattoos. It's up. Okay. Lost too many soldiers not to play it safe. If he walk around with that stick, it ain't Andre 3K. That's a good bar. I think I won't drop the location. I still got PTSD, motherfucker. F the big 3. Boy, it's just me. Boy, bum what? I really like that. And your best work is a light pack. Prince outlived Mike Jack. Come on. So that's kind of like a response. And boy, bum, before all your dogs getting buried. Okay. So Drake's album was for all the dogs. So that's kind of a diss towards Drake. And that's a K with all these 9s. Like K9, he gonna see Pet Cemetery. Oh my God. Okay, so I think I should just play the audio because I feel like what I read, it don't do it justice, but it is what it is. I feel like those bars are kind of mid. I mean, okay, he got them, hit him with the Mike Jack. Prince outlived Mike Jack. He did but M for all the dogs getting buried. like a K9. He going to see the Pet Cemetery. Okay. But come on, got 2 T's with me. I'm snatching chains and burning tattoos is up. Come on. Come on. And all he said, what was it? He said, F the big 3. It's just big me. Come on. This is what y'all get excited for. This is the problem with hip hop nowadays. Y'all get excited for anything. Like, this is like the bare minimum he's giving you guys. Like, come on. These bars aren't even hard. This guy's been gone for 2 years. He dropped his worst album in his catalog, by the way. He comes back 2 years. Cool. I respect it. He responded directly. He didn't take too long to respond. This is a feature. But I feel like if you're going to do something like this, you need to go for the head. Like, don't send, like, you do this feature, you talking your talk, and you just give us some, like, okay, that's cool, bars. Okay, we know it's up. But, like, hopefully in the next couple months, we get some follow-up to this. Like, we need to hear a full track. Like, I want to hear a full track from you, Kendrick. And it gotta be up. Better go get Baby Keem. Y'all talk that talk and talk crazy, because this is slight. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to say. You know, it's just not. It's not that crazy. You know, like, I don't really feel like this is a crazy diss. Like, I really don't. It's just like, I've heard better from, like, Ludacris and T.I., to be honest. Like, they went, like, Ludacris, when he dissed T.I., it was crazy. It was crazy disrespectful. This, to me, is not crazy disrespectful. Especially when it's kind of like they wasn't even really dissing you. They put you in they complimented you, kind of. But I get it. You kind of saying, you know, it's just me. It's no big 3. It's just me. You the king. You the god. You number one. That's cool. You're supposed to feel like that, and just like Drake and Cole supposed to feel like that, or Big Sean supposed to feel like that. They all supposed to like nobody should go into rapping or doing whatever their profession is, and like hooping or whatever, and feel like they number 2, 3, or 5. Like, you should feel like you're number 1, and you should go about your game, your profession, or like you the best player ever. And I respect that. Talk your talk. But you know, I feel like at this point in your career, it's not like you're not at the Control, in my opinion. You're not, like, when you drop Control, you was fresh off like that Good Kid, Mad City. You feel me? But it's like now you dropped Mr. Morale and the Stepper. And in my opinion, I didn't really enjoy it that much. To me, that's probably one of your worst albums, and how I feel, in my opinion. And then to come back and diss people with a jab, it's crazy. It's crazy to me. Let's listen to this real quick, because I feel like I'm not doing y'all justice if I don't play this. So let me play it. Thing going slow, but the beat is crazy. Shout out to Metro.
One is better. Say yes, a lot of goofies with a check. I mean, I hold them sentiments symbolic. My temperament bipolar, I choose violence. Okay, let's get it up. It's time for him to prove that he's a problem. Niggas clicking up, but cannot be legit. No 40 water. Tell him.
Y'all like that flow too? I feel like he had an interesting flow. Is that the Kung Fu Kenny flow? He was on that Kung Fu Kenny. You know, that's another thing. I feel like when a song or a project come out, I don't know if it's just because he's been doing a lot of songs with Baby Keem, but I want him to be serious. Like, I need a serious Kendrick. Like, I need like the Avengers, Civil War and stuff, like not Civil War, but the Endgame and stuff, like Thanos, like that's like Drake and J. Cole and stuff. Like if you're going for Thanos, you gotta go for the head. Go for the head. Don't be Thor. Don't be Thor, man. Go for the head.
Yeah, get up with me. Fuck sneak this and first person shooter. I hope they came with 3 switches. I crash out like fuck rap. This Melly Mel if I had to. Got 2 T's with me. I'm snatching chains and burning tattoos. It's up.
What? Come on. Y'all like that line? Like seriously, y'all like that line? Y'all need to comment down below. Y'all need to let me know. Am I tripping? Is that a fire bar? I don't think so.
Lost too many soldiers not to play it safe. If he walk around with that stick, it ain't Andre 3K. Think I won't drop the location. I still got PTSD. Motherfuck the big 3. Nigga, it's just big me. Nigga.
Yo, he thought he was saying something crazy. He said, "Fuck the big 3. It's just big me." Okay. Yo, who was in the studio with Dog? Who was in the studio with K-Dot? Yo, they dapped him up. Yo, bro, when you said it's not, man, F that big 3, it's just big me. Yo, dog, that's gonna hit crazy. Like, that was a fire line. Like, was people really in the studio like bigging you up for saying that? Like, come on, that like bare minimum, guys. Like, I'm not even like this is not impressive. Hey.
I'm really like that. And your best work is a light pack. Nigga, Prince outlived Mike Jack. Nigga, bum. For all your dogs getting buried. That's a K with all these 9s. He gon' see Pet Cemetery, nigga.
All right, well, I got to hear a little bit of it. Yeah, the delivery, it was okay. It was a few little bars, but I don't know. For me at least. That's obviously gonna be the most popular song off the album, just because of Kendrick is on it. You know the type of artist he is, and the diss. But I definitely think there's some other better tracks on there, definitely, and better tracks from Metro on there as well. But Future, even on this, he really carried. I think this is a really good album. Go check out Metro Boomin, We Don't Trust You. I liked it. I like majority of the songs, so that's pretty good. All in all, for this diss track, yeah, y'all already know how I feel. I feel like I don't even need to say anything more to that. So on to our next topic. We're gonna talk about. We're just gonna keep it music since we're on this music. Let's talk about this 4Bats situation. So 4Bats, he is actually a Dallas artist, actually from Dallas. He just dropped. He only has like 3 songs. This guy has 3 songs, and he got the Drake stimulus. He got the Drake stimulus out of nowhere after only having like 3 songs. Now I got 4 songs because of the remix. But you know, I've heard about him probably around this time, probably like around 3 months ago when he did the From the Block, and it was like everywhere. You know, everybody was talking about it. It's kind of going viral. I think he was doing like paid promotions though, like on Instagram and stuff, to get him promoted and advertised. So, which is smart, I think. And then I think he has a good sense of like marketing. I think he just played on like, he has this look like he's like a drill rapper, or like he about to be singing some like he looks like he's about to be rapping. He got the baklava on, the ski mask on, and then he starts singing. Like, You totally don't expect that. He got grills. He doesn't look like somebody that would be an R&B singer. So I think that's part of the reason, my opinion, why he's grown so quickly. And it seems like in the last, his first song seems like 5 months ago. So he's only been doing this for 5 months with 4 tracks now, but 3 tracks at the time. And somehow he's got a song with Drake and got signed to OVO. I don't know. So there's a lot of talks doing this for 5. Seems like based off when the songs were dropped, this song was dropped 5 months ago. So based off that song, he's been doing this for 5 months. He got the OVO and Drake stimulus. And people are calling him straight up an industry plant. So and he got the #1 hot R&B song on the charts right now. So I just wanted to get my thoughts on it. If I think he's an industry plant, I wouldn't doubt it. But to me, in my opinion, anything's possible. But I just think in his situation, I don't think he's per se an industry plant. Just because I kind of came across him organically before he kind of like took off. I personally just think he did paid promotions on Instagram, and like I said, he's just happened to be like really unique. Sometimes it just happens like that. Stuff just happens. Like I feel like he did smart marketing. Like he intentionally knew what he was doing. Like he had a certain look he was going for, and it kind of like captivated people, and it got people talking out here in like Dallas and stuff. And Texas is like interested in, like I would see him on like the group chats, like the groups on Facebook and stuff. Like people were sharing and talking about how interesting it was. Like they didn't expect, like everybody when you first see him, like that, like this 4-shooter only and from the block Dallas, like everybody was sharing this video. This is how I first heard about him. Like they were sharing this video in the chat, and when you hear this, like you don't expect that type of voice to come out of somebody that looks like this and then have all these people standing behind them like that. You expect them to be rapping some drill or something, like straight up. Don't be honest. Like I'm not talking crazy. Like he knew what he was doing, and that's exactly what people were talking about in the comments. Like, wow, I wasn't expecting. Like everybody was saying I wasn't expecting that. And then, somehow it got to like streamers like Kai. Kai was reacting to stuff like that and saying like damn, like hold up, like yo, that's him. Like everybody was like, yo, that's him. Like I don't know. Like just in case you haven't heard his voice, let's play a little clip just so y'all can hear what dude sound like. Like you would not expect dude to sound like this. It's crazy. Hold up. I don't know what's good with my Wi-Fi. It must be because I'm streaming. This thing going slow. It's laggy.
I buy you shit because you're rare. And plus because you know I care. Bitch, you know you love it here.
All right. Would you expect this guy's voice to sound like that? Like, come on. Look at everybody behind dude. You do not expect him to sound like that. So that, like, let's even read the comments down below. When your crew is hard, but they support your vision. This guy is a marketing genius. Come on. I'm telling y'all the truth, yo. I'm telling y'all the truth. I personally feel like there are industry plants in the industry. But my honest opinion, I don't feel like it's an industry plant. I feel like he had great marketing. It got shared to a lot of people. I even seen Timbaland react to seeing the video, and he was telling him he should go to Drake and get the feature for this song, and it'll be like the song will be out of here. Like, come on, people in the industry was reacting to it just like I'm reacting to it now. Like read this. Like, his voice shocked me so hard, so damn hard. Bro's vocals are above heavenly. Come on. Yo, you can't make this up. Bro took Don't Judge a Book by Its Cover to the next level. Exactly. Like, he knew what he was doing. He intentionally did that. Like when you first see this, like I said, you expect him to be doing some drill or talking some crazy rap stuff. You don't expect him to be singing R&B, man. You just don't expect it. So, yeah. Look, everybody, I'm not expecting his voice to be like that. I need you and Brent to do a whole mixtape. See, okay, so here's my other thing. Here's my other opinion. When I shared this to the group chat, so I got this group chat, y'all. So it's like a music group chat with the bros. And when I shared this video to the bros, I was telling them, like, yo, I don't know if dude would really work out in the industry. This is before he got signed. This is like when I first saw the video 3 months ago. I was saying, like, I don't know if like he would really take off in general, because he sounds to me just like Brent Faiyaz, in my opinion. I know this guy was saying they should do a mixtape together, but to me they sound like the same person. They sound very similar. Maybe not the same exact person, but very, very similar. They sound like, and then I don't know if it also doesn't help that this song sounds exactly like Jackie from Brent Faiyaz. So, okay, let me give y'all another quick listen to this, and let's go to Brent real quick.
That's why you keep on coming there. Your nigga can't compete, I swear.
All right, so y'all got that? All right, hold on. Let's go to Brent. I think it's called Jackie. Yeah, Jackie Brown. All right. All right. I just need the audio. I just need a quick little clip. That's it. I'm sorry, y'all, but this thing is loading real slow. Make sure you hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button, hit that comment button. Like, listen to dude, hold on.
Only been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. Been gone for a year, only roll like.
Bro, that don't sound like so similar.
But she don't love me, she too scary.
Yo, to me, I don't want to play too much, but that little piece in the beginning, it sounds so similar. I don't know. And then, Brent comes in.
My old bitch fun like Jackie Brown.
I don't know. I'm not going to cap. I kind of agree with Boy's comment. They probably should do a mixtape together. I did think it'll sound ill. If they, obviously, well, I don't know. Brent's more proven in the game, He got a couple projects and stuff, and a couple songs that ring off. So, and then for Bats, we got to see what he doing with the OVO boys. The only one from OVO really doing anything besides Drake is pretty much Party Next Door. We don't really hear from Roy Woods or anybody else. Well, we kind of do hear from what they call 1942. What's that R&B group called? Shoot. That goes to show you. I don't even know. I can't even think of their name. It's like 1942, 19 something. OVO. Damn. What is their name? What's their name? I'm sorry. I should know better. What's their name? Oh, Division. Yeah. Why did I get 1942 from? I don't know. But yeah, Division. So it's like they're like a two guy group. I think one is like really a producer anyway, so it's only one singer, but they're like a group. Oh yeah, shout out to Big Sean. He got this new song. Doesn't look like it's really doing numbers though. But shout out to Big Sean. I'm excited for the project. I like that little Dragon Ball Z reference in there in the video, but we can't really listen to the audio right now. So you know how they go. So next topic I kind of want to talk about is kind of like the end of I've definitely deleted my TikTok, but you know there's a lot of talk about getting the end of TikTok. You know, the Senate and Congress and everybody's talking about getting rid of it. And you know, I've got rid of mine years ago. I didn't really post on it anyway, but you know, the DOD kind of brought it to our attention that China was using it to steal your information, and you know that was it for me. Deleted it immediately. I didn't need it anyway, but I know a lot of people use it for like it teaches you a lot. You know, people make a lot of like videos to like teach you different things, how to do stuff. So it's not just dance videos. You know, I think a lot of people think that it's mainly just people dancing on there. So I seen a lot of funny comments talking about like about the government in general, just talking about they're worrying about and getting rid of TikTok, but not figuring out how to lower the basically the cost of living in the U.S. right now, the economic crisis. I feel like everybody's feeling when they go to like the grocery store and all the inflation, the car rates and the car insurance. The price to live in America is very high. It's very, very high. And, it kind of goes in with like, hand in hand with another one of my topics, today. I kind of want to talk about, the costs and stuff like a Cybertruck. So I'm just going to use the Cybertruck in general because, I enjoy Tesla. Obviously I have a Model Y. So, y'all come to my channel most of the time to to hear about Teslas and stuff like that. So I kind of want to see like, okay, so you want to order one, you can do it on here. Let's see if we get like a cost. If not, do you know like if you buy a Tesla right now and you try to sell it, you get fined like $50,000 for selling your Cybertruck. It's crazy. You can't even sell the joint. What if you come on hard times? All right. So hopefully they give you like a payment. Do I have to pay the $250 first? I don't want to do that. Probable savings. All right, let's just do, and then let's get like a purchase. Vehicle. Let's go to Navy Fed. Shout out to Navy Federal. Like the. All right, so this is through Navy Fed, and you could change the interest rate how you want, but we'll just leave it whatever the default was. It was like 5%. That's pretty low, so that's really good. So 5% is low compared to what I hear some of y'all stuff be at. Okay. So let's say you get let's go top of the line. Let's say you get the top of the line. Let's just call this $100K. So you get it delivered this year. You get 320 miles of range. You're going 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds. Top speed 130. That's pretty good for a pickup truck. 845 horsepower. God damn. Yo, that's a Hellcat. You get 10K pounds, foot-pounds of torque, 11 pounds towing capacity, 11,000 towing capacity, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Cool. So I don't think I can do it on the website. I don't know. Okay. Let's just do it here. Because they tripping. All right. So 100K. And that's like without taxes and title fees and stuff from your city. So you're talking about a monthly payment if you don't put anything. If you don't put anything down, you're talking about a monthly payment of $1,600 for a car. Okay, no, you don't want to get top of the line. You just want to get the basic package. Hold on, that's 60K. Hold on, let's talk about that. And once again, this is without any down payment or tax, title, and fees. Now you're talking about a little bit under $1,000. That's $1,000 a month you're paying for your car. Oh, but wait, you gotta get this thing insured. And luckily right now, I don't know, knock on wood or something. But luckily, I've had my Tesla for like a couple of years now, so I haven't had any problem getting insurance. But from what I'm hearing from like news outlets and different things, like depending where you live, it might be a little hard to get insurance to give you a policy for a vehicle like this, because certain states, they have it all. People be crashed. Certain states crash a lot. That's a big issue. Crashing and to replace something like this, to get this worked on, is very expensive. It doesn't. To me, it doesn't really have too many parts. But if you damage that battery costs a lot of money. So if you get in a front end, rear end accident, they're probably going to total out that vehicle and have to write you a check. And as you can see, these cars aren't cheap. So